Let's get honesty, radio vision, come inside the flow. Where they see these conversations, find a place to grow. Yeah. Let's get honesty, radio vision, voices bold and clear. Yeah.
Hello, viewers of Tom. I welcome you to Let's G's on Esteem Radio Vision. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you are watching us from. You're going to have a beautiful moment with us on Let's G's. Okay, don't forget that we are located at Obokun Avenue in Ilesha, Osun State, Nigeria. This evening on Let's G's, I am Chidinma Abel, and I have with me
Oluwatoyosi Solanke.
How you doing, Oluwatoyosi?
I'm good.
I also have with me
Ohunayo, Ajiboye.
Ohunayo, Ajiboye. I love the energy using pronouncing the Ajiboye. How you doing this evening?
I'm feeling a bit cold.
A bit cold, but the weather is hot.
The
Why are you
is
cold?
For me. The weather is cold for me. That's why I'm on my jacket.
Okay, but I know that you always on jackets anyway.
That's true.
All right, beautiful people. This evening on Let's G's, we've got interesting stories for you. And I know that you are going to enjoy this very one. It's so, I don't know whether to say it's interesting, a bit, weird, I would say. Okay, looking at the screen right now, you will see a picture of a lady trying to close her mouth with her two hands, and then another picture with a man and a woman holding hands together. This is a gist we've come with. Join us in the conversation. Let's gist. Yes, you can drop a comment for us in the comment section, like and also share. Okay, now we are talking about this picture we are looking at right now. A lady says, okay, let me put it this way. A lady was broken up. Okay, her boyfriend broke up with her. No, the way the story is. I don't want to say she was broken up. I don't say she was broken up.
Now they broke up with each other.
Okay, yes.
So she was one broken up. The guy wasn't broken.
It's 50-50.
Yes.
So both of them were broken up.
Yeah, we're all saying the same thing.
So this lady, her boyfriend said he was no longer interested in the relationship. And then the lady tried talking to him to come back to her. She tried, convincing him, sending him messages. And this guy refused to reply to her messages. And then the lady decided to do the extraordinary, to do the things that, if you hear it now, you'll be surprised. You know what this lady did? She begged one of her friends to write RIP for her. She should post a picture on her profile, WhatsApp profile, and write rest in peace. My people, this is, I don't know, it is too early to be hearing stories like this. Break up. And you are going this far as a woman. You can imagine that this lady asked her girlfriend to post RIP for her so that the boyfriend can see it and then change his mind, come back to her because of love. My colleague will say because of Adam, the son of Adam.
What do you mean?
Can you imagine this?
Now,
because
son
of
of Adam.
love.
You
Oh
stop
my
that thing.
goodness.
What do you mean because of Adam?
This is a story. Please, I need you to, drop your own comments. How do you see this? I mean, why would a lady go that far? Because of love, because of L-O-V-E. Sometimes I wonder whether this L-O-V-E, I think we should have added more letters to it because it should have been made up of like at least 7 words. 7 is a perfect number. So when a lady goes there, we say, it's because she's in love. Come on. So let me hear from Solanke. I don't want to.
All right, thank you.
Because I know he's ready to bring.
Not fair.
So why would a lady go this far? All in the name of love.
Love. Well, so they say love is a beautiful thing. So I believe that love should be mutual and not just one-sided.
Okay.
This guy already told this lady that he's no longer interested in the relationship. Why did she have to go that far? A friend posting her RIP just to get the guy's attention. She's only seeking for attention. She's just desperate. That's desperation in display. What's the assurance that even after the post and all of that, this guy won't still turn give her a second chance? What's the assurance that the guy will still call her or reach out to her even after everything? So I see desperation in display there, and I believe that we ladies, what happened to self-love? Love yourself first before loving anyone. If she truly loves herself, she wouldn't wish
She wouldn't
herself
stoop
dead.
solo.
She won't stoop solo to that. Maybe let's say that maybe she has low self-esteem, or she already rendered herself useless, that after this guy, no other guy
No
can
other
look
guy.
out to her that can actually ask her out. Because if not for that, why will you go to that extreme? Why will you go to that extent? Because of Adam. Just like I usually, yes, because of Adam.
What did Adam do in this case? now?
Okay.
Because of Adam.
This is not
The
Adam
question
and
is,
Eve
how did she
matter.
even? Okay, let's assume that the guy accepted her back. Because of that euphoria of pity. I don't advise
Self-pity.
anyone to go into a relationship out of pity. She's just displaying pity there. Pity party is displayed there. Why did she have to go for a guy that has dumped her? Then you're trying to get pity so that he can.
I want to say
Okay,
you
it
guys
should be
don't
mush.
understand love.
Oh.
You don't
All right,
understand
explain love. Explain love.
Let me
Mr.
explain love.
Loverboy.
Yes, as the love
Explain
guru,
love.
I'm the love guru in the house tonight. So what love is, I'm going to talk like a Nigerian pastor. I'm just kidding. But this is the thing about love. See, Tolstoy or Dostoevsky, I've forgotten which of the 17th century, Russian literature writer said this. He said, all is fair in love and war, meaning strategies are allowed to win your love. So for me, I believe that she was just strategic. Now, I would have had, second thoughts about her mentality or how she's feeling psychologically if she had threatened the guy with killing herself or tried to commit suicide. But what she just did is a tactic, in marketing, we call that a marketing scheme. We call it a hook. Now, it's up to the guy to swallow the hook. If the hook catches the guy and he swallows it and he comes back to her, yay, she won. But sometimes the hook won't catch and the guy will be like, oh, she's dead. Oh, that's such a pity. He's not going to feel anything. I'm thinking that why she did that was she was hoping for the guy to feel remorse for the way he dumped her, the way he, the way he treated her, the way he refused to give her an audience when she went to beg him to forgive her. When you hear that kind of a thing, and if the guy truly loves her, it will show in his action. He will feel bad, and when he finds out she's alive, there will be that gratefulness that she's alive. Oh, I can undo the damage I did, and he will get back together with her. That's a strategy. I have to actually applaud her for actually coming up with such a strategy.
Personally, I don't think a guy should wait for a woman to go that far before you can prove your love. Love shouldn't stress your partner. Yes, you shouldn't wait until your partner is, emotionally drained just to get your attention. To me, such is not love. It is emotionally draining. And for me, I think this girl is just manipulating this guy. And what if after the manipulation and this boy does not come back? Do you think this girl will still be, emotionally?
I want to feel like she would have, just let it go. She probably let it go. That's what I'm thinking.
She probably let it go.
Yeah, I mean, everything we're doing is just conjecture right now. We don't even know who they are, and we don't know what's going on through their mind. So she'd probably have, or she'd have tried other strategies, and if that didn't work well, she'd had no choice but to give up.
Actually, okay, come in, then I will.
I want to ask him a question. I want us to look at it in a biblical way. The Bible says whatever you say with your tongue, that the tongue is powerful, blah, blah, blah. Okay, for instance, let's say she drastically dropped dead. What will she tell God? What will be her gain?
you always like bringing a biblical angle to this. Whatever.
No,
you say
what will be her gain?
Okay, I want to
because
say something
our
with my
tongue is very powerful. I hope you know.
Okay, let me say something with my tongue. I am richer than Elon Musk.
Yes.
So you
Nothing has happened.
Nothing
has happened. Why is it that Nigerians it's only when you say something negative, they will not tell you that the tongue is powerful. Say all the good things, it won't happen. But the negative one, that's the one they will tell you.
Okay,
Yeah,
what if it doesn't happen now, and maybe let's say 2 months or a month later it happens because of your pronunciation?
All I'm saying is that she strategized and she tried to get a man back. We shouldn't castigate her for that. You may not like the method she used, but it's not enough to castigate her or to think she has low self-esteem. All is fair in love and war, and I say that she tried. If the guy had come back to her, well, she would have won the battle, but unfortunately she lost, which is okay.
Let's talk about manipulation. I mean, should a woman or even a man manipulate his or her partner into loving them? Is it right in a relationship for you to manipulate someone? Because they say that whatever foundation you use in building your relationship of marriage, you will continue to sustain that relationship with that same ingredients.
Yes.
And that's why they say that you have to enter into relationship with a clear conscience, sincerity. You must know that this person should love you with a clean heart, not the one that you try to manipulate his emotion, his conscience, and the person now develop that fake love for you. You will still be the one to bear the consequences in marriage. But this girl now, she has been trying to, reach out to this guy. She has been begging, apologizing, please forgive me, I'm sorry. We don't know what even happened. And now this boy is not, in fact, he has even come out to say, there's a difference between I am angry with you, but the relationship is still ongoing. People fight, people quarrel in relationships. But if this boy has actually made up his mind, he has opened up, he has said, I am no longer interested. We don't how they used to put it in Yoruba. So this guy has already said, I'm no longer interested. Girl, move on. I've moved on. So why are you still, stressing yourself, trying to fake your own death just to get this boy to love you? Let me tell you, a man that will marry you will not stress you that much.
Yes,
that's one thing I believe.
It's
not because I'm a woman, but I'm just trying to tell you there is a woman out there. Don't go that far in, trying to manipulate a man into loving you. It reduces you to, what men does not even like. Makes you cheap, desperate, obsessed, and men don't like it. In fact,
I feel like you're trying to get a lot of word salads on this person that you don't even know.
Prefer women who are like men prefer to chase than to be chased. That's the truth. That's the truth.
See, I'm
you
a
can
man.
only
I'm
get
telling you the facts. Men will tell you they like to chase, they like the hunt, but sometimes we love being chased too. We love that feeling of someone wanting us. You understand that?
That's when you're already in the relationship. We want the love to be reciprocated, not when you have not established anything.
Well,
and then the woman is the one,
something already is broke down, and she's trying to repair the relationship the best way she knows. That she has tried many, tried many things. Okay, I can accept that she's desperate, but I don't think she has no
finally you accept.
But I don't think she has low self-esteem. Desperation is not a bad thing sometimes. It makes you creative, and she got creative. I mean, I'm looking at this from the POV of a creative person. She was creative, and I give her kudos for being creative, but she didn't take it to the extreme. If she took it to the extreme, I'll be worried about her mental health. But, she was just creative with it, and it didn't work out, which is cool. All is fair in love and war, I repeat.
So as a man, how would you feel if it were your own very girlfriend, a woman you claim to love so much, and she has been apologizing to you, begging you for days, she's not hearing from you, and then you decided to, or you just bumped into someone's status, and you see her, rest in peace. Oh my God. How would you feel?
I'm going to react exactly the way she reacted. I was going to feel bad because I was going to think, oh, I shouldn't have treated her this way. I shouldn't have treated her that way. And when I find out that she's alive, I'll be a bit angry, but at the same time, there will be relief. There will be that relief that I get to undo what I did wrong, that I get to, undo the damage I must have done with my behavior towards her. And at that moment, whatever she did that led to the breakup in the first place won't even matter anymore. You get? So, and it could be a crazy story for our grandchildren in the later future.
Yeah, I believe you're actually speaking from your point of view. Not everyone, it can't actually work out for everyone.
And nobody's saying it will work out for everyone like that. I'm saying you asked me if I was the one, so I just gave you my POV.
All right, viewers at home, we needed to also join in the conversation. Don't forget to leave a comment for us in the comment section, and also like and share. What would you do as a woman if you were in her shoes and your boyfriend broke up with you? Would you do what this lady have done? What other strategy would you have employed instead of using the same particular strategy? They say words are powerful. Just like Solanke said, words are very, very powerful. That is why we need to mind the things we say. She could have said this thing casually, and then the next thing you hear that she's dead. She has passed on. And people be like, oh, she actually played with death last week, and now she's dead. We are just using this program to, call your attention to certain things. You don't just trivialize everything. You don't casualize everything. Even in relationship, this is manipulation. Come on. Don't manipulate your man or your woman. A woman or a man who loves you will not go that far in stressing you just to prove that they love you. Okay, I believe Solanke has something to say, and even Ajiboye, before we wrap it up, and then move to the very next story we have here.
I don't really have anything to say anymore.
Finally.
I think I've said everything that needs to be
said. All right, Solanke.
Yeah, I would like to say that we ladies should learn to respect ourselves, learn to love yourself first. Self-love is important. It's when you love yourself, out of the love you have for yourself, that's when you'll be able to give out to one Adam. If you don't love yourself enough, you cannot love someone else's
You
son.
will need to explain what you have against
It's true
Adam,
now.
that you keep
If you
talking
don't love
about
yourself enough, you won't be able to love your someone else's son. How will you say how will you claim you love yourself and you wish yourself dead? All because you want to get someone's attention.
All right.
So self-love is
truth
important.
truth is you can't even love right if you don't love yourself.
That's it.
Loving other people comes from how much the volume of love that you have for yourself. That is how you can be able to share to other people. But if you don't have, that's why they say people with low self-esteem find it very difficult to love others.
Poppycock and sentiment.
All right, viewers at home,
Don't give out what you don't have.
the next story we have here says it talks about a man and a woman that was caught in adultery. Very is a sad one though.
Wow.
You will see the picture displayed on the screen.
Steam radio vision to take a seat where every fresh opinion meets a bouncing beat.
All right, viewers, you can see this the picture on the screen about the story, about the man and the woman who was caught in an adultery. This is really sad. But what we are trying to bring us here is the strategy in which the husband of the woman used, you know, in, I don't know whether to say solving the problem. It was not really solved, but then his reaction.
I kind of like
really,
what the man did. I like what he did.
His reaction caught the attention of so many people.
Someone else would have taken a more drastic
step.
Just like the story we reviewed, the man that killed his wife.
Yeah, so it would have been more drastic and it would have led to more disaster for the family as a whole. So I liked what he did. Instead of I liked what he did. You know, he behaved in the manner of a proper I want to say he behaved like a proper Ijesha man. Ijesha man will look at you and I will roughly translate what they will say. They will say, "It is not me that you will put in trouble with your own madness." You see, so he behaved in that way. Like,
so you have to eat your madness by yourself.
You understand? So I liked what he did. It showed strategy and thinking. As a creative, as I said, I always appreciate when people show initiative and thinking and
creativity.
Strategy. Yeah, he was creative with it. Even though it was hurting him inside, he was still creative with it.
He didn't allow the anger to get
the best
over
of him.
So this man caught his wife and another woman in that act. You understand what I mean by that act? And so instead of calling neighbors' attention or shouting or screaming at the wife, "Wow, you did this to me, you cheated on me," the man did not even shout. He did not waste time. He just decided to ask them to sit down on one place, as you can see in the picture, and then he called the family, the relatives of this woman. He called them. And then he called his own relatives and say, "You people should come and see what I'm going to see. And what I'm seeing right now, my eyes will not be the only eyes that will see it." It's just like, I just remember an incident that happened years back where I was coming back from school and then somebody cited something that was, you know, not good. And the person called our attention, said, "See." We all looked and the person was like, "Thank God, it's not only me that saw it." So this is just what this man did. He didn't want to be the only person to see it, to witness it. So he decided to involve the family. And you know this marriage of a thing, it is not only the man and the woman. He knows that there are other people that are involved in marriage. Yes. The family of the woman, his own family. So the man strategically invited everyone to come and see. So that if, or peradventure, he decides to divorce the woman, everybody will know that this is why he divorced the woman, or whatever reason he did that. So I want to hear from you, Solanke. How do you see this, his strategy, his tactics in solving it? Do you think it's the gentleman way, or, you know, another thing behind it?
Well, I would like to commend his act because I really love this move rather than creating another murder or another scene, just like the topic we treated yesterday or the day before yesterday. So it's actually a calculative move, if you ask me. I commend the man. I see it as a way of handling matter, because if the man should actually react the way he's feeling, I'm quite sure that he's actually fuming. He would be within him, he would be very angry. So I commend him because he didn't let the anger take the better part of him by inviting. So people will actually be the one to do the judging, and they'll be the one to be begging him that, "Daddy, please, please." The woman will now be the one to face the shame. So it's actually a nice move.
So now we are talking about controlling anger in the face of provocation. When you are provoked, how do you handle your anger? Okay, now the only man in the house.
Well, I think she has said it all. She has really said it all. So I'm not going to say much. You guys you were facing Adam. Now it is time to face Eve. As a married woman, what business? Why are you bringing another man into your matrimonial home? You ladies have to answer this. Oh. Now it is time for Eve to be on the hot seat.
And you forgot that the Eve and the man.
You've got to explain this. What is it?
Have you forgotten that Eve committed it with another man who is also married to another
Now
woman?
the question is for Eve. Eve, why are you bringing another man into your marital home? And that stupid Adam.
Why did the Adam leave his home to go to another man's
married
wife?
woman? Oh.
I don't know what happened to that Adam. He must have been out of his senses. He must have been out of his senses, but I'm not focused. I'm focused more on the woman. You know that this is your matrimonial home. Why are you bringing a man to your matrimonial home? Is that not foolishness? Almost caused the death of 3 people all in one day just because of the foolishness of Eve. Come on.
And this is another thing we really need to look at. Why do people cheat even when they are, legally married? Why do they still cheat? Leaving their spouses to go to, another person altogether, a third party. Why do people keep doing things like this? Is it that they are not satisfied with their partner? And why is it that they are not satisfied with their own very partner?
Well, I believe. Should I go first?
Okay. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk. You are allowed to.
This topic, there's a lot attached to it. Firstly, I would like to say that some women or some couples don't actually know themselves deeply before they actually got married. They felt as if maybe, I've known this person, or I can actually live with this person. I can cope. There's this saying that say, I don't remember that date now. They actually feel that they can actually cope. But in the real sense, when they get to the field, the marriage, then they realize that this thing is more than what they can actually take. So they feel that the next option is let them seek an alternative out there. Let them try it out them to satisfy them. Maybe they can actually get what they are not getting in their marriage.
This is my question.
They can actually get it out.
When you know that you cannot handle the marriage anymore, you can't undo what you're saying. You are no longer in love with the man. Why not just walk away? That's why there's the option of a divorce. Some don't even divorce. They just pack their things when the husband is not home and they walk away. Why do you need to, disgrace and embarrass the man? Because it's like sometimes a lot of you women, you do not understand men at all. Our pride is one thing. See, a man, no matter how much he tells you, I'm not proud, I don't have any ego. The truth is there will always be that ego. There's always that semblance of a pride within them. And the moment that you as a woman that has been married, let's not even talk about marriage. When a girlfriend cheats on a boyfriend, you've broken his ego. You have broken his pride already. Not to talk of a husband that has married you legally, spent a lot of money on the wedding, and all the stress that both men and women have gone through on the wedding. Why would you want to destroy that just because of a few pleasures of the flesh? These are the things. So I do agree with you that yes, a lot of couples do not really know each other before they get married. But there are also those that know each other very well. They get married, and along the line something changes. It is normal. Human beings evolve. Sometimes you change. You change. Who you are yesterday is no longer who you are today. Who you are right now is not where you're going to be in the next 2-3 years. So you change and you ask yourself, have I made a mistake? If you determine within yourself that you have made a mistake, let the man know and walk away. If you cannot sort it out, if you cannot go for therapy, walk away from the marriage. Because that incident, as I keep maintaining, could have led to the loss of 3 lives, if not more.
If the man didn't control
If the man didn't control himself.
Concerning that divorce, Chidima, I would like to add that some people's school of thought about divorces, they see it as something that is not meant to be heard of. Some people, they felt if they should get themselves divorced, their children will be the ones to suffer the brunt or this and that. People are actually meant to be corrected about their wrong perspective about divorce, because they feel like the society might not actually receive them, because believe me sincerely, in these parts of the world, especially Yorubas, once you are divorced, they will see you as if you are ill-mannered, or maybe you can't actually submit,
you're a bad wife,
or you're a bad, yes, you are irresponsible.
But in this case, it's like the lesser of 2 evils. Because the truth of the matter is, an adage says that a secret is like smoke. It cannot be covered for long. So you are being clandestine, you are having affairs, and you think you will not be exposed eventually. You will get exposed. There's no way. So between the shame of that and bearing the shame of being divorced, which one?
do you prefer?
So if you see divorce as being bad and evil, then it's the one you're doing not even worse than the divorce. So you go for the lesser of the two evils.
All right, viewers, we don't have time. Time is really, really against us. I would have loved us to, continue the conversation because it is not just interesting, but informative and enlightening. But at this point, I really want to say that I do not belong to that school of thought to subscribe for or who advocate for divorce. Just I do not exactly. I know Ohunayo Ajiboye is surprised. I can see the way he's looking at me.
Something has changed.
Yes, I am not of that school of thought. I do not subscribe. Yes, we really need to visit this because we need to talk about so many things, factors leading to cheating in marriage before the divorce thing and all of that. Because it is not always about the satisfaction in the bedroom. You understand? We still have other things. There are women who love money. Because of money, they could cheat on their husband. I'm a woman, so I'm not saying that it is only women who break these rules. They are men. We know all of this. After all, women do it with men. It's not as if they're doing it with themselves. So, but we know that there is this yes, the woman. Quite
exactly.
Right.
So
that's
the
the society we find ourselves.
Better
the woman
so that
is
she can be protected from that shame. So you should protect yourself from the shame.
There's this line people always use: irreconcilable differences. I don't believe there is anything like irreconcilable difference. It is we men, we human, that have coined that line. There's nothing like that. In fact, there's no any how will I put it? How will I put it now? Which word? Like I don't think there's anything like irreconcilability.
Like I said,
you can always resolve issues, no matter how difficult they may appear. It can be resolved. It takes understanding, it takes unity, it takes love. But when that ego is there, everybody's finding their ego. You will see that.
Chidima, it takes more than love. It takes sacrifice.
That's why I said yes. There are so many factors, like I said. I cannot even exhaust them here.
Yeah.
Like what you just said now, sacrifice is one of them. You need sacrifice to love. You need sacrifice to understand someone. Even let's just take it like, as roommates in the school. I discovered so many things that without understanding, you cannot even live with a roommate.
Yes.
And I got to understand that if you can actually endure your roommate, their wrongdoing, you cannot still bring it into marriage.
And marriage.
I'm not saying
the
they are
the
same thing,
for life,
but we
marriage
grow
is
into.
meant to be for life.
Yes,
that's
you grow into
What
it.
he's trying to say is, so you can endure and tolerate your roommates, you should be able to tolerate your spouse. That's what she's trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say. You should be able to tolerate and work things out, not just walking away all the time. Some people will marry once, twice, 3 times, and you still keep hearing the same story. What is actually the problem? Is it because they will tell you it is irreconcilable difference? We couldn't continue, so we had to just end it. That's the language everywhere on social media. We couldn't, continue, so we had to end it. And it doesn't end there. Like we discussed in our previous episode, we talked about people who divorce and they will still be attacking the other person, even though they have been legally divorced. They don't just want you to move on. Provided you're happy, they will still be coming after you. So it does not always end at separation or divorce.
Yes.
Okay, at this point, and viewers, don't worry, we come with more just like this. At this point, we'll be wrapping it up on Let's Gist. Don't forget, this program will still come your way again next week, Monday. Right? Okay, Friday. All right. I want to say thank you to my colleagues, Ohunayo Ajiboye and Solanke, Oluwatoyosi, and also to our CEO in the person of Dickie Michael Adeboye Ashaolu, the founder of Eniakbonle Foundation and Esteem Division. Also want to appreciate our producer in the person of Ayomikun. Thank you so much. Until we come your way again, I still remain Chidima Abel. Bye for now.
Truth in the banter, pepper in the tone, sharing all the stories where the streets have gone. Let's just honesty and radio vision come inside the flow. Where the city's conversations find a place to grow.